There's a song by legendary artist Bob Marley. It says, only your friends know your secrets, so only he can reveal it. Pretty much what he was telling you is that if your own friends will sell you out, just imagine what a friend enemy, a good friend that turns bad. In my opinion, a bad friend can never turn good in my eyes, but a good friend can always turn bad. People will do anything to achieve their objective. If it means stepping on your head, if it means lying on you, if it means spreading propaganda and all sorts of rumors against you, to meet their objective. I am going to go to my intro and then I am going to come back. People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. So I've been watching some particular incidents that have been transpiring all over social media. And then me assess and analyze and trying to figure out, read the fine print, read between the lines, try to see what is the ulterior motive why people do what they do. I am speaking about a man that is known as Street Man. Farmer, friend of Squash, his brother, the mother, Shelly, everybody. He knows the ins and outs, intricate details of the G6, whatever you want to call it. However, for some specific reason, he is spilling the beans. Based on what he said, he is doing this because he lent them 270,000, then a next 15, then a next 15. A total of 300,000. And when he's supposed to get back his money, he might hear peer lippings. On top of the lippings, them start threatening him and talk about them are going to take him out because they don't want him to expose the 6 Squash, Shelly, and the whole crew. Now, based on what this man is saying, it is obvious that he knows the 6, more so the mother, Shelly. It is obvious that she has confided in him. It is obvious that they had some sorts of relationship, whether it is just SEXUAL or just friendship. She kind of trusts him. So therefore, it seems as if he was giving her money and she was giving him a little bit of the things. He came out and he exposed her that the whole no good and him splatter all over our face, which I found very disrespectful. If that is your friend, that is your ex, that is your friend's mom, you should not do that. Whatever goes down, you guys should settle it outside of social media. But people, we know that social media is the new court and then the people's courts. So therefore, he thought that this was the best place to get the most mileage. So therefore, he came out and he was spilling the beans as it pertains to Squash, that them a bad man, how much people them take away, especially friends. They are some friend, KILLERS. Them bad man, all sorts of artists, he even called Tommy Lee Sparta and Law Boss, Chronic Law that is. So therefore, he was given the intricate details of the whole family tree. How much of a bad mother Shelly is, how she beggy, she licky. How much our family always I tell her to beg money from this person. She dey a back road, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. Now people, truth be told, sometimes people over-sensationalize stuff. Sometimes them exaggerate. So sometimes this what he's saying, some of what he's saying, I would call it half-truths. I do believe that he knows about the family. I do believe that they know him. I do believe that he know the family secret, family bad side, family not so good side. And yes, the way that he speaks, it could tell you that, yes, this man is not an outsider. This man might not be making up all of the stuff. Is he making up some of the stuff? Is he exaggerating? Is he over sensationalizing the story so that it will sell, so that these people that he is after for owing him his money look worse than they actually are? Maybe that is a possibility. However, the fact is that he definitely knows them without a shadow of a doubt. As to which degree and whatever he is saying, which part real, which part fake, which a makeup, which is half truth, me not really know, but me know say him know them based on how him talk, based on lie that the mother has done, and based on what he has saying. They are conflicting, contradicting themselves. You don't know who I tell the lie or who I tell the truth. However, them know each other. So therefore, whatever is going on, he has inside information. He would make a good key witness. He would send the whole family to prison based on what he knows, even if half of what he is saying is a lie. It is that bad. So then I look at me and say to myself, then hold on a minute. You lend some people money, 270,000, then you lend them 15, then you lend them 15, 300,000 all. But then you're saying that you know their history of what they do, they have done to other people and people. There's a saying, don't know who for frighten. So maybe this man feel as if his game or his badness is up there, them now gonna try him like that. But people like him say, a leopard never changes its spot. So therefore, if you cross 100 people, why would he think? That does not make any sorts of rational thinking. That is not sensible thinking. That means that him kind of off I'm rockers. Him not think too straight. He underestimated these people and overestimated himself, thinking that they would not cross him too. He was different. So my point is that may I try wonder why he is doing what he is doing. Is it because of the money or is it a bigger picture? Does he have an ultimate goal, agenda that he's trying to achieve? What is his objective? And then as the story go along, I realize that this man left from Jamaica, run across the border. I guess he's seeking asylum. Him and him family, him son or him daughter. Somebody said, I don't remember. So I said to myself now, if somebody has seek asylum, mostly is either them are going to say them G-A-Y, and this man is definitely trying to distance himself. As a matter of fact, Shelly, meaning Squash's mother, pass some sorts of G-A-Y, you know what I mean, thing against him, and him come out and him a defend himself. So therefore, I am going to assume that that is not the type of asylum, the fishy type that he is looking for. The next type of asylum is when you go and you tell the officials, immigration officials, that there is imminent danger in your country as it pertains to you and probably your family. And if you stay, you stand a great chance of losing your life. People want to take you away. Pretty much that is what it is about. So I'm saying to myself, if somebody have ulterior motive like that, and somebody is seeking some sort of asylum, and when you go to these people place, you can't tell them a Nancy cock and bull story. Your story has to sound credible. Your life has to be in danger. So people, this man is now trying to build a story, build a danger, in my opinion. I am not saying that there are not other circumstances, because he made it particularly clear that him and other people have problem and him do certain things to certain people and certain people want to certain things to him. So maybe he is applying on that basis. But me just say, if you really want your story to be solid, then you pretty much poke the bear, because you know say as it pertains to Squash, Six and Shelly now no sorts of regulate upon fear mouth. So therefore so once you call up that the family name, including her son and including Shelly, they are going to come out with an all-out ASSAULT like you've never seen. And people, Shelly herself said, listen, this boy and him friend and him family are got DEAD whenever anybody that believes in the six, serious about the six, catch him wherever he is DEAD on spots. So I say this to say that this youth obviously is just like squash them based on what he said. He is self-snitching on himself because they make you know, say, listen, me not coming like them other people where them violate, take them money, take them thing, bad mind them, and then set them up for DEAD. Me can defend myself. So them people they know say my badness step on a different level than for them one and people. Maybe it is so. So I am saying to myself, this man is trying to create some sorts of story to solidify his asylum case to make the people them say, yes, his life is definitely in danger. So people, like me say, when you listen to stuff like this, did he lend them some sorts of money? Me can't say him never lend them. Was he supporting Shelly at any time? Did they have some sort of relationship? I can't say that they didn't. I can't say that they do, but more than likely, the possibilities are based on what he's saying and based on how Shelly has responded in certain things and based on how Squash them respond also. So this man is trying to make the people them know that my life is in danger. If it was not in a danger before with all sorts of altercation I have with other people, which I cannot prove. I can prove that Shelly and Squash definitely want to take me out for exposing them for my own money. And they have done this to other people. So these are some dangerous people. So people, me just say, whenever we hear people talk, we always have to assess and analyze the situation. What is the reason? What is the motive? Is the motive to get yourself out of trouble at the expense of other person getting some sorts of bad name? People, me just say, that is my opinion. It could be wrong, but I am sure that there is something in a something. Wherever there is smoke, there is definitely FIRE. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if a lot of these dancehall artists, they are really simple, they are really shallow. And this is based on the stuff that you see them on social media bickering about. I am speaking specifically about dancehall Queen Spice and a little clash confrontation that I see playing out on social media, in which she claims a friend bought her some sorts of expensive, supposedly expensive designer bag. However, when she checked, it looked like it fake. Now, people, I find that kind of weird seeing that a lot of these people that are on social media, most of them are fake as FUCK. And people, this is my disclaimer. There's no sorts of problem with a woman having her own money and wants to enhance her beauty if she feels like it makes her look better and makes her feel better, as long as you can stand your own expense. But my point is this. Here is Spice bickering about some bag where somebody gave you for a present. The person did not sell you, did not cost you a thing. And at most times, it is the thought that counts. It is not really the monetary value. Sometimes the simplest things mean a lot. Maybe this girl can't afford it. Maybe even the fake one kind of expensive. It was out of her budget. So therefore, it was a good gesture that she did. Now I understand that the friend might be hyped just like Spice. So therefore, that would be out of the type of lifestyle that they live or the image that they put out on social media. So I get the point that Spice is making. But when it comes to Spice and the type of person that she is that like to pull off publicity stunt, because if I am not mistaken, this was probably not even her last birthday. It might have been birthday a couple of years ago. So I say this to say that if something like this happened 2 or 3 years ago, why bring it up now? Isn't that a desperate ammunition that you're looking to bring this person down? If that is the case, people don't quote me on the birth date, whatever it is, the message is pretty much the same. So why would you go on social media and blast this lady now because you and her now get along and you're trying to prove that. What is she trying to prove? This lady is not as rich as she claims. If she was rich as she claims, she would not have bought any sorts of fake bag, bootleg. So what is the message that Spice is sending out there as somebody that is supposed to be a role model? That if you cannot afford name brand, you are less than the person that can? Is that what you're trying to put out there? And isn't it the reason why a lot of these young girls that you see out there that consider these people to be their idol, their role models, are doing the things out there that they are not supposed to do because they lack the talent, they lack the skill set, they lack the education to properly acquire this. So therefore, them bow, them go down upon them knees, them lay down and them sleep with certain individuals because when them listen to them artists, if you not have on any sorts of designer, you are nothing, you are nobody. What makes it worse is where Spice is coming from, like most of us are coming from. Not trying to say me I come from a better place than Spice because that is definitely not so. Don't know her situation versus mine. But me just say, all of we come from poor or most of us come from poor. So therefore you should know what it is like for now to be exalting yourself on social media and act as if you were born in a riches. And you was part of the Issa or the Matalan or one of them, and not to say anything is wrong with that because if you ask 90% of Jamaican, them wish them did born in some sorts of riches and did not have to suffer, even though the sufferation made you what you are today. So I just say, people don't switch it anyway. So at the end of the day, people like me say, don't know what this is about, but what we know about Spice, she always knows how to remain relevant. However, this time I think that she went a little bit too much overboard. This was unnecessary. This made absolutely no sorts of sense or no sorts of rational. This seems like some sorts of desperate attempt for attention, being relevant, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.